Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's Dana and Amy from the runAND podcast at runAND
You went live, and I thought you were saying good morning to him. So I was saying,
I'll handle being social here. You handle being social out here.
oh,
How's
okay.
that?
Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry. I didn't know he went live. He didn't tell me.
No. As you guys know, it is normally our Saturday long run. Today we are scheduled for 5.3 miles, but
Sorry.
we are killing two birds with one stone today because Amy found the Goblin Gallop, a local Halloween 5K.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we're down here by the water enjoying this beautiful sunrise at JC Park here in Cape Coral, Florida.
It's gorgeous.
We've done this race before.
Yes, last year, in fact. And I think that we live streamed.
We did.
I think that Meg was enjoying coffee last year during the whole thing at one point. So, yeah, I think we've had people here before. So if you're here again, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, please.
Really?
I see we're getting some people in the chat, so please say hi, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're doing this morning. Are you running? Are you having coffee? Are you waking up?
We're trying to do all three.
Yeah, like I said, our scheduled race, This Is Life, is on. Good morning.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, we are slated for 5.3 miles. We've already done a couple. Oh, look who it is. Oh. It's Jessica, Harley Running Gal. And she ran at us.
I
So
did. She's warming up.
That knee is doing just fine.
She looks good.
Oh.
She looks good.
Look at that. What a beast. And look at that shirt. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I love it. I love it. Jennifer Hall.
Okay, listen. Fun Size Jen, how are you? There's somebody doing push-ups and high knees before the race. Serious stuff. I can't do it. I'll never get back up to run. I know I'll probably see you later, but...
Oh, we're selfieing.
Yes.
Hold on.
Hang on, selfie.
We're selfieing while we're selfieing.
Okay.
Mark says coffee first. We're going to get in the back.
Yeah, we're going to get in the back.
We're going to the back of the pack.
I'm slow.
And look at this beautiful dog. Good morning.
I'm so glad. It was great. I'm trying.
Oh.
If I had remembered, I would have brought your stuff.
And ditto, because your coffee from Jen is on my phone.
Yeah, your stuff from Dawn is on mine. So we're gonna make this.
They're catching up.
We're gonna do it. Yeah.
Apparently, we got about 300 people on the run today, which is great. It's nice to see these community events coming back.
Okay.
Oh, I think you made it into the photo, like Meta made it into the photo.
Pictures of you guys.
Jennifer's asking if she made it into the photo. I'm like, you made it into the
She might have.
made it into the photo of us taking the photo.
It's very meta.
It's like Inception.
It is. I'm feeling I was, feeling underdressed because I have all the beer gear on because, subconsciously I want beer and I can't have it. But
Subconsciously?
consciously.
I think it's consciously.
Okay. That's fine. But also, I should have worn, a costume, but I couldn't find the batteries for the costume the one and only costume that we have. Greg in Orlando, how are you?
And
what
this
did
is
you
life,
say?
like Inception for selfies. Exactly.
Yeah. Greg is here.
Yeah, it's nice to get a community run in.
Yeah.
And nice to see these events coming back. I mean, check it out.
I need skirts like these people have.
I mean, this is a quick. We've done this one before. It's a quick park run plus some neighborhood.
I like it.
It's a great little course. Not a lot of traffic that they have to manage, which is really nice.
Oh yeah. Because it's in neighborhoods. And then
Mark, we miss you. We got to hook up again sometime soon. This is.
Can you give us
been
good
a little
advice
too
for
long.
next week, Mark? If you're still here in the chat, can you give us some good advice for Wine and Dine race weekend? We're doing the 5K. We're doing the 10K. It's first Disney race back. We'll be there. Where should we explore and indulge? what should be our plan for parks?
Yeah, this
Let
one
us
here was
know.
was on this morning. Working on dinner reservations
I'm
this
trying.
morning at 5:30 in the morning.
Based on tips that you all have given.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just saying. Anyway.
Greg's got to run and do work things. Well,
Do
Greg,
all
have
the
a great
things,
day.
Greg. You're a man on a mission. You're important. So.
And Jennifer, what are you doing this morning? Are you having coffee? Are you running? What are you doing? And
what?
Jennifer's asking, did Wine and Dine Corrals get released? I heard something online.
I haven't looked.
That yes, I've heard that they have. Or
are you running? Jennifer Hall, are you running? We want to know. And also, I just don't look because I know I'm in the back of the pack every single time.
Well, they were doing something like with race starts based on the time you submit.
Yes. So there's the run club, and then there is you submit the times. So that's what they're doing.
Okay. The one drawback to this race, the folks who do the race timing here, they're super sweet, but their equipment is not loud enough to reach the back of the race pack here. So it just sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher going wah, 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 wah. Oh, Mark really enjoyed California Grill immensely last trip. And hot tip, even if you eat there, you can return at night for fireworks.
California Grill. That's Epcot?
I don't know. Of course, Ale & Compass is his new favorite.
Naturally.
And the seafood pot pie. Ale & Compass for the win. I'm a believer. Packet pickup this morning for tomorrow.
The bridge run.
Good call. So we're going to take you guys along on our Goblin Gallop here, and this will be a little bit of we're killing two birds with one stone. So we're getting the total of 5.5 in. I went out and did a couple of miles this morning with the dogs.
He was very
after the rain. It did storm here. I was able to get out and knock out a couple of miles, then hop in the car, drive here, and we're going to finish it out. So this will be a total. So, yeah. Ale & Compass. Yeah, can't hear it. We can't hear where they're saying. But I'm really glad to see this many people showing up for this. And
so we do have like 300 people?
Yeah, and we have some costumes, which is really cool. I see a unicorn. I see a devil. Unicorn. A couple of devils in front of us. I see some giant wig way up ahead. So, a lot of the orange shirts. Did we get shirts for the?
No, we registered.
We were too late. We were too late for the swag.
It's okay.
Are we eating fish? Columbia Harbor House in Magic Kingdom has a fish sandwich that's really good.
We're going to try Liberty Tree Tavern vegan options.
Yeah.
They're apparently
no, I'm still off meat until the 28th.
Right before my birthday.
Yeah. I'm off meat till the 28th. So we're all vegan on the Wine and Dine weekend, which means all the vegan options at the Disney Food and Wine is what I'm going to be featuring.
Yes.
I don't know if Amy's going to go off plan to do any of the other features.
And you say that every single time.
I'm giving you the out.
Every single time.
But it looks like they have a variety of vegan options or plant-based options at Disney Food and Wine this year that they haven't necessarily had in the past.
No.
So,
the guy behind us because of Cobra Kai.
You want a picture?
Oh, that is good. All right, so it looks like they're about to get going here. Let's see. I can't tell. Again, this is the drawback to not being able to hear. Josh, Hey, man. We are doing it live.
We are.
We're actually killing two birds with one stone. We're doing a 5K as part of the 5.3 miles this morning.
I think I see a Snow White up there costume.
And okay, there's movement. I don't know if that means that the race has started.
Probably.
I think it does.
Should we start? Or
I'm
is there an official start line?
Or we're
Migrating.
to start. That could be the case. We're migrating to start.
Just in time. Okay.
Okay.
Important for us to be back here because.
Now, Josh, are you working? Are you getting off work? What's your what are you doing right now? That kid
What
in
does
the
Jennifer
helmet.
Hall concur about?
The kid in the helmet behind me owes her money. Why? Oh, and that was it. That's the go.
Oh.
That's the go. Oh, Josh is still working. So here we go. We are officially started, and we're crossing the little chip timer pads.
Go, go, go! Thank you guys. Happy racing.
Now, Amy is using this as a little bit of a training run. So I'm going to have her share with you guys what her plan is this
Are you
morning.
staying with me? You can't be staying.
I'm staying with you.
You are?
Of course.
Okay. Because I don't want to hold you back. I'm slow naturally. We've all established this.
Got a little yellow lab who's just going to kill it on the race course this morning.
I'm sorry. I had a dog over. You know how I feel about dogs, but I'm warming up for half a mile or a mile, depending on how I feel. Which is usually what I do in a race. I'll walk at a brisk pace for a mile, and then I'm trying to avoid puddles too.
We have puddles and tree roots to avoid here.
Yeah, so either a half mile or a mile, depending on how I feel. And then I'm going to try the 624 that's worked for me in the past and see how it feels. Because
You've
this will
heard
be
it
the
here
first Disney race that I've used it since 2019. Yeah.
Very cool. We have a boat captain up ahead of us as part of
I think that's fabulous.
a race costume.
I wanted to wear it in Black Widow, but I didn't. I forgot to pick up batteries for it.
I literally have like AA's, AAA's, and button cells coming in the Amazon order today.
Sorry.
So if we do another race tomorrow, you can wear your costume.
I don't think there is another race tomorrow that we're doing.
Josh has a hashtag for you.
What is it?
Hashtag not slow, just buffering. I love that.
I'm the slow internet.
That's-
I'm AOL dial.
That's awesome.
I am from the 90s.
You're the dial-up of running.
Yes, I'm the dial-up of running. I should pass the show.
And it looks like we have like a 50s poodle skirt and a Fonzie kind of thing going on up ahead here.
I love it.
And a Minnie Mouse. When we get out on the course, we should be able to show you guys some more of the costumes.
Stay to the left. Stay to the left.
In case you guys didn't hear, we should stay to the
We
left.
should stay to the left. Did you hear we should stay to the left, Dana? We are.
I believe that we need to stay to the left.
On your left. No.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him go. Those fast runners.
We do have some fast folks out here,
God. So fast.
without a doubt.
We love your costume.
Hashtag Amy Online.
What?
Hashtag Amy Online.
Yes, instead of AOL. So I am slow. But I finish. I get it done.
That's it.
The run. I finish the run.
Or a full kill?
Sport kilt.
We went over to Scotland and I got a full one. That thing weighs like 20 pounds.
I was going to say, I don't think you could really want to run in a full kilt. That's a lot of wool.
Yeah.
Yeah, running in a full kilt, that's an extra level of workout.
That's so cute.
Very cute.
The little unicorn thing.
So yeah, we're getting a little bit of Halloween. We're getting a little bit of running. It's a nice morning to kind of see this stuff.
I feel like.
Hey, hey! Dan Rams from the Cape Coral Running Group just passed.
He's fast. I feel like I'm going too fast for me. You know what I mean?
I think you're just excited to be out here.
I feel like I'm going to be later. Like, I don't know if this is maybe ready.
Hardly.
Guys,
Hey!
Oh, this is so cute.
I wish I could flip the camera. Like, would this happen? I'm not able to flip between the front and the back camera.
That's so cute.
Woo!
Jessica just passed us.
There's a turnaround right up here for the first part of this course.
I just signed up because I get breakfast afterwards.
Me too!
That's what I told him I would take him to breakfast.
There you go. That's
And
what
there's
got
our
me.
boat
We
captain.
got some exercise this morning.
I am walking.
No, we're going to run.
Nice and slow. It's good stuff.
You're not that slow.
Yeah.
No, you're
But it's not really about that.
Well, again, this morning for everybody doing the Couch to 10K, this really isn't about speed. This is, again, a race or a run for you to just do total time on your feet, total distance. So 5.3 miles. We're building up that endurance of doing that total distance. That gets you very close to the actual distance of the 10K. So there's the yellow that took off. Yellows are good for sprints, not so much for like super long distance.
Oh, but beautiful.
Oh yeah. So we hope that everybody's got a good run planned for today if they're not doing one right now, or you're going to get your packet picked up for your race tomorrow.
Like Jen.
Like Jen.
Right, fun size Jen. She's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
They'll get married. Spider-Man bike behind us that I'm sure will pass me shortly.
Excellent.
What?
We've got a whole family of Mickeys and Minnies up ahead.
It's adorable.
Yeah, I think Mom took off and Dad and daughter.
I love the hands. I love the.
She's got the Mickey mitten
mini
gloves.
Yeah.
Mini gloves.
Yeah. So cute. I mean, maybe I'll be a better planner next year for Halloween.
For Halloween.
Costumes.
Well, we would have to just decide that we're going to do costumes at all.
Yeah.
I love your costume.
Love that. It's so cute.
Look how cute.
No one needs to see that. Maybe not to. Aww.
Oh, looks like we have a bride and groom.
Yeah. She's friends with her. That's so cute. It's necessary.
I think most people are just planning on like, where are we eating after this?
Yes.
I love that thought though. Running, then eating.
That is why we do what we do.
That's it.
That's why that's our name.
We have some Marvel. We have some Star Wars making an appearance here on the bike. We have literally everything. We have Marvel, Star Wars, and Minnie Mouse. everything. Like they've got the entire Disney catalog in one family.
So true. Can they sleep together on that too? No, I told them they always sleep together. A married couple, yeah.
So the park that's down here, this is JC Park here in Cape Coral.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful waterfront park right on the Caloosahatchee River. This is a great start and end point for races like this. And basically the race course takes us through like the roads right here on the perimeter of the park, and then a little bit in the neighborhoods right here around the park. And it's just an out and back, very, very lightly traveled. Again, just a straight, flat, quick course if you're wanting to do some training, like Amy's doing intervals right now, trying out some 624s. Dawn B, good morning. We are out here on the Goblin Gallop here in Cape Coral. 3.1 miles here. It's part of our 5.3 total for the day for the long run, which gets us used to being on our feet and used to going that distance for the 10K. But it's just really nice to be able to incorporate a very last minute impromptu decision to participate in a community run. And the Goblin Gallop's one that we found. I think our first year of doing it was last year, if I remember correctly. And just a good time. Really cute.
Stay to the left.
Lots of families out here. Lots of people doing little costumes and just a really good time. So Amy's doing some warm up, and then now she's started doing her 624s. So she's trying that on for size, seeing how that's going to feel, but not really killing herself today. This is purely a little bit of prep work for next week for the back-to-back 5K on Saturday, the 10K, or I'm sorry, the 5K on Friday, the 10K on Saturday. So it's going to be a good week of prep ahead of the, is it technically the 2-course challenge if you're doing the 5 and the 10? It's not? Okay, she could hear me. It's our 2-course challenge. We should call it like the appetizer or something. And let's see, I got to catch up here on comments here. We got a lot of people over on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube. All right, Josh, you go have a good day, man. Don't work too hard. Be safe getting home. Oh, here we go. Married couple. Check him out. His shirt says Mr. Right. Although he's technically on her left. So, just saying. It's still dark there. Having coffee. So jealous of Wine and Dine. Oh, we want everybody, if you can't be there to enjoy it through us, we're going to share as much as we can from the race course, from Wine and Dine itself, from the Food and Wine Festival. I think that we're going to show you guys some amazing food and beverage. It's always good there, you know. But yeah, we'd love to. We wish you could be there. And from the feel of it, we might be in luck because we had crazy weather the last couple of days. Yesterday was supposed to be the makeup run for Thursday. Again, weather because of this cold front coming through. So it's been very unsettled the last 48 hours. And then this morning, I got up, leashed up the dogs. I'm heading out to go knock out my 2 miles. And for about 10 minutes, literally as I opened the door, it went whoosh, and just poured absolutely poured. The amount of rain it dumped was unbelievable. So brought the dogs back in, waited for that to pass, knocked out the pre-run, and then we're here finishing up the last of the 5.3. So the good news is, I don't know if we get a medal for this one this year, but we at least get the sense of accomplishment of doing a community run. Itty bitty dog coming up right here. Oh, what a cutie. Itty bitty wiener dog. You got the storms Wednesday. Not much cooler weather. For us, it doesn't have to be much cooler to be cooler, like, appreciably for us. So I mean, you get the humidity there too, but for us, it actually makes a lot of sense when you get a little bit of a change just in the humidity. And check out that sign. Remember, you paid for this. That is true. We did. I apologize that I'm jingling. I actually got my car keys in here because I had to drive to get us here. The nice thing about this particular run, it's about 10 minutes from our house, 15 minutes. Ample parking, although there seemed to be a little confusion this morning with exactly where to park. Fortunately, I brought the truck, so we off-roaded it. It's one of those, I'll make my own parking space, thank you very much. Oh, lots cooler is what I meant. I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood you. Yeah, for us, the lows in the 60s. It was like 64 this morning when I got up, and the high is only going to be 80 degrees today. So if it's 80 degrees and the humidity drops, that's really pleasant for us. So we are, fingers crossed, that holds true for next week. We have been at Wine and Dine a couple of years when the weather did not cooperate well for the nighttime races. The infamous splash and dash, if anybody remembers that race, that's when they ended up moving everybody inside to shelter them from the lightning because the storm got so bad. And then it was one of those, I didn't expect the race to go off. And when they moved us inside, I'm like, they're going to cancel this. There's no way, like, the on-call attorney is going, put those people out in that weather. No way. And I was shocked when they finally said yes. But then what they did was they cut the race course. They cut it to a 7-miler. So you ended up finishing, at the appropriate time, but you only did a little more than half the slated distance. And at the end, they kept the Food and Wine Festival open in spite of the weather. And that was special. It's one of those, glad that we did it. We have that experience to look back on. I don't know that it's one that I would greatly recommend. I've never been as chilly and wet and huddled to eat a very overpriced appetizer as I was in that particular event that year. It was something else. Oh my gosh, Dawn, high in the mid 60s. That is perfection. Good for you. That's almost worth just getting out and getting a run in to say you got out and got a run in, because the weather's amazing. I like that. Again, what I like about this course here Now we've come out of the neighborhood. There's a long main road that goes from one of the main arteries in the city that heads out to the park. The park is at the dead end of that road, and it's a straight flat shot. So this is a great segment if you're doing some training and you wanted to, maybe do your magic mile. If you're subscribing to the Galloway method and you're wanting to do your magic mile and get an idea for your race pace, this is a great segment you could do it in, because it's about it's actually, I think, almost exactly a mile from the traffic light to the park. And you got your GPS, you can totally do that. It's just also one of the few places in the city where we actually have shade trees. See that behind me? That's what passes for canopy in our town right now, because so many of the trees are new. Remember, the city was only incorporated in 1971, so we don't have a lot of old growth trees here, and the whole city is kind of artificially laid out. So much of the area, has scrub pines, palmetto bushes, Australian pines, which are invasive, and then all these palm trees that you see, especially these real big fat ones, not native. Not the best version of a palm tree for the weather we get here, but very pretty. But they don't provide a heck of a lot of shade. Oh, Dawn, thank you. Sun's up, pup's ready for his walk. Oh yeah. Well, you get out there as best you can. Enjoy that beautiful weather that you're having. Send a little bit our way, please. Kiss the pup for us, because we love dogs. You know that.
Okay.
We now have the run taking place on both sides of the road, and you can see the people on the other side. Up ahead, they have a water station at about, I want to say about the 1.5 mile mark. That's the one, I think, the one and only water stop and the turnaround point. So again, just a great little community run. If you are in the chat, let me know if you've got a community run you're doing. I know Jennifer's doing the Bay Bridge tomorrow, but that one's going to be way more exciting, I think, in terms of the vista and the venue. This one's a little more sedate, but I looked at that online. That looked really cool. It reminds me a lot of the Skyway 10K just up the road near St. Petersburg, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge being one of the largest bridges in the region. They finally created a run around it, and every year since its inception, it's in year 5 now, we have tried to get into it, and it sells out. It's like open to close, 7 to 10 minutes, you're done. Can't get it. And the medals look phenomenal. And it's one of those, I don't think that it's one that I would typically seek out, like wanting to do normally, but I want the medal. And I want to say that I've done it. It's definitely going to get you all your hill work. It's a much larger bridge than what we have here in the Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. Our bridges here are very, very small. So, or by comparison, I should say. But that Key West, or the Sunshine Skyway, or Skyway 10K, is on the list. I love being out here at races too and seeing other people's race shirts. This gentleman's got his southernmost half, or Key West half. I was so disappointed that we didn't get to do that one this month. don't know that the cold front would make it quite that far south in Key West. And historically, the October Key West race is brutal in terms of the heat and humidity. The last time that we did it, it was 85 degrees at the start at 5:30 in the morning and went up from there. It was an attention getter, that's for sure. So we are coming upon the turnaround and I believe the one and only water stop on this race course. We actually, not for the Goblin Gallop, but for another race with the same course, we actually came out one day. I'll grab one from these gentlemen here. Thank you. Little water. We actually manned that water stop for them. Dwayne, good morning, sir. Oh, thank you. Hey, listen, we are going up next week for the Wine and Dine half marathon weekend. We're running the 5K and the 10K. Amy is hard at work using tips from you guys regarding the best way to get dinner reservations. We would love your recommendations. Mark was in here earlier and he was suggesting, of course, Ale and Compass, which big fan, and California Grill. Do you have any other recommendations for must-do dining for people that are popping up for a weekend? I'd appreciate any tips. Always go to the source. You know, I always say we're not a Disney podcast. We are Disney adjacent because of the proximity, but we're very fortunate to be friends with some experts on the subject. I will always take tips. I think it was you guys that recommended Sebastian's Bistro to us, and Amy got us that one. If you guys didn't catch it on one of our recent episodes, we covered their vegan options at Sebastian's, and we were super impressed with it. Now here's the part of the run where I've got the sun in my face. That's less than awesome. And as you can see behind me, those are the rain clouds that came through. And they came through quick and hard this morning. It was a brutal 10-minute downpour at our house. This little yellow lap in front of me is just trotting along, living his best life, or her best life, its best life.
So I said, okay, I should have been done with breakfast. I'll meet you up here. My friend got in a call last night.
Meg, good morning. Hello. We are knocking out our 5.3 miles. I did 2.2 a little over 2.2 actually in the neighborhood. And we drove down here to knock out the last 3.11 at the Goblin Gallop here in Cape Coral. So we are killing two birds with one stone. We're getting our distance run in today for the Galloway 10K program. Amy is up ahead of me doing interval work because she's wanting to try on 624 for race day. And she's killing it. I can see her up ahead. And we was having people dropping in and out. Some people are having coffee, having breakfast, getting ready to go pick up race packets for their runs. What are you doing this morning? Let us know. Are you running? Are you brunching? What's your plan? And I just got passed by Snow White. It's gonna be me and Snow White fighting it out. But we're lucky down here in this wonderful weather we're having now that the rain has passed. 65 degrees. Yeah, she's killing it. Like I said, I'm doing the Galloway portion, so I'm not doing any intervals right now. I might do a little bit towards the end, but my main focus is going to be just preparing everybody who's doing the 10K program, either along with or during playback. Saturday is all about total time on your feet, total distance gone, so you can walk the entire thing. Remember, you're 2 days a week, the Tuesday, Thursday runs, or whenever we can get them in due to weather. That's your day for speed work, for interval work. Just started coffee. Then a mani-pedi, lunch. You know, that doesn't sound like a horrible day. Good for you. We did coffee, got our daily reading in for the 75 Hard Challenge. Already got first workout in technically now, so I can tick that box a little later. We're on day 44, so we're now officially into the last month of this challenge, and I am leaning heavily on Amy to make sure I don't miss any of the little details. I'm trying my darndest not to be in situations where I have to double up on workouts in the after work hours, so that I can get that one workout in the evening done and then get to bed at a decent hour. One thing I'm actually trying to work on is making sure I'm getting good sleep. That's a work in progress. Long run tomorrow, because rain is supposed to finally come back. Okay. So what's your long run distance going to be? What do you got? Let us know. I've got the sun right in my face here at the moment. 8 miles. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry for the extreme close-up. Hard part for me is when I get the sun glaring at me to see and touch the screen to bring up comments. I have this water. I'm not touching it until the end. And then Amy's like, I'll take you to breakfast. I'm like, sold. You don't have to, bribe me, but I'll take it. Now it looks like some of this rain may be returning. So we may be on a journey of discovery together, finding out if this gimbal can hold up to the weather. I'm not worried about the phone, I'm worried about the gimbal. I got this little yellow lab up ahead of me. He's just cooking along, having the best time. We've had 2 or 3 dogs out here on the race course, and then as this race cuts through the neighborhood, some of the neighbors are bringing their dogs out as well. This is a very popular neighborhood for people who are like to get outdoors. A lot of bicyclists, a lot of runners and walkers. If I lived in such close proximity to a great park, I would too. Even more so than I already do. No, I'm not a fan of. I got the option of doing the bike lane with the sidewalk. I can actually feel a difference over time between the hardness of a sidewalk and the hardness or relative softness of the bike lane.
I've been here the whole time.
Dog's now starting to introduce itself to other people. Then we're crossing the mile 2 marker right here. So, home stretch. Amy is creating more distance. So it looks like her interval work is going well. Loving seeing that. She's looking strong. Hi, baby. Yeah, we're super excited for Food and Wine Festival. Been looking at the plant-based options for me. I think Amy's going to stick with me. Jojo, good morning from Cincinnati. Flying Pig checking in. We're checking in from the Flying Pig. I saw some photos online. I don't remember if was it you or Susie. All the different pigs or pig statues that they had done. I thought that was super cool. Good morning.
Good morning.
We can't wait to go do Flying Pig either. That's one that's on our bucket list. We've never done a run in Cincinnati. That one looks like so much fun, and we've heard great things about the way the community adopts the runners and adopts that race. Reminds me a lot of the Donna. That's why we are such fans of the Donna Marathon weekend. Susie's there too. Good morning, ladies. I want you to see this. The dog's having a water break. That dog's found every puddle it can. Our yellow was the same way. There's a reason they call them water dogs. So jealous of Flying Pig. Looks so cool. We got to get to that one, I think, next year. Got to do something. And now the rain is here. Now it's going to be... It's not bad, but if I'm squinting, I apologize. It's not you. It's that it's hitting me right in the eyes. The only drawback to like drizzle like this is you get just wet enough where you don't evaporate if it's a hot day. And we just had this the other day. I was out doing a run in the rain. You get just wet enough where there's no evaporation. So you would think that the drizzle would help you cool off, but because the humidity is so high and you're wet, it's just gross. And for a couple of days before the cold front came through over the last couple of days, it was like on a dry, hot day, it's kind of like standing under a hair dryer. This felt like somebody was breathing on you, and it was just gross. So, yeah, I'm very excited that we're getting some fall here finally. But with the fall comes a little bit of this weird, wet, inclement stuff. So, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not shoveling snow, and it's not 90-something degrees with 90-something% relative humidity. So it's all good. And we're in the last mile of the race, or the run. It's not really a race. This is a community event. I don't remember what if there's a charity attached to it. I believe there is. I don't remember what it is. Amy will have all those deets, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this a little bit on an upcoming episode, or at least on a live chat for everybody. What I do like about living down here is that because we have, for the most part, what most people would call good weather most of the year, you do get a lot of opportunities for community events, whether it's a race, parades, block parties, whatever the case may be. So opportunities for communal events coming together outside, we do get a lot of them, more so than other communities across the country. And I know that I don't want to take it for granted. I know that a lot of communities across the country are not doing things like this yet. And we get a little bit spoiled here. We forget about that, and we forget to acknowledge that. And I hope that as you're listening to this, that you realize that's not the intent. invite everybody, come down and have safe, fun time with friends, out and get some sun, get some exercise. It's just great stuff. Now I got to figure out where she's going to take me to breakfast. She didn't say. All she said was breakfast. It's got to be someplace that has a vegan option for me right now. She's sticking with me. She's being a trooper. So she's going to want a vegan option for her. I don't know. Don't know what her plan is. Whew. One saving grace for today. I've already got the dogs out. I ran them this morning. They're super tired. Yay. Although it's kind of funny when I went to take the dogs out and it literally poured like just the minute I opened the door. You could hear it. That triggers the boy dog. He can't stand it. So he ends up wanting to hightail it and go get in Amy's lap. So I was like, oh boy, I'm going to have to wrestle him to get him to go back out after this passes. And I had taken the leads off and I called out to Amy. I said, Amy, love on the boy dog for a minute and don't let him get under the bed. So when I came and ambushed him, she's hugging on him and kissing him. And I just handed her the end of the lead and she clipped him in. And then when I went to go get him off the bed, he didn't want to get up at first. He's just looking at me like I have three heads. Like, you just punked me. I just got played. Yes, you did. Now let's go. He looks so betrayed. All right. I can see the park coming up on that. Traffic getting in and out is going to be fun. Lee County EMS is here on the course, making sure the runners are safe. Not really seeing any law enforcement here for traffic direction today, but like I mentioned before, this area is kind of one way in, one way out, and the neighborhoods are a bunch of cutbacks and cul-de-sacs, so it's not really as necessary. It's pretty easy for traffic control, and as long as the runners, exercise, good run etiquette, run to the side of the road, stay on the left as much as you can, especially if there's traffic, then pretty easy to do without. But it looks like Amy's having a good morning with her interval work, and that's good to see. So she's been doing hitting strength work, or finally doing strength work for her legs, like not just therapeutic stuff, but like legit strength training. And it's been kind of funny because she's like, oh, I'm going to be sore tomorrow. And I'm like, no, you're going to be sore the day after tomorrow. It's always that second day for the delayed onset muscle soreness. And it's been special. But she's killing it. And Josh has been killing me with his workout regimen. He's got me doing some stuff for shoulders that's just, I haven't done stuff like shoulder workout, stuff like that since college, just about. I mean, even with doing some of the Olympic style lifting that I like. Whew. Josh Beast. Hashtag. I can't think of a hashtag. That's why we have Josh. I need my executive producer of hashtags to produce a hashtag about himself. All right, I think we may be getting a little more of the rain coming shortly. Fortunately, we're really heading into the home stretch. This is just a little cul-de-sac out back, and then go into the park and head to the finish. So that'll be great. Get that done. Find out where she has decided we're going for breakfast or brunch. And then that's 5.3 done for the day. The Galloway 10K training program in now week 6, done and in the history books. And if you tuned in the other day, I let y'all know I clearly am not the person to do any planning. So I ended up missing the fact that this training plan goes beyond 8 weeks. So we're gonna be doing it a little longer together. You can't trust me to plan. Just carry the gear. I'm power walking right now, trying to catch up to Amy. She's been killing it with this interval work. I'm at least in the same roundabout with her. The vast majority of this, I haven't even been in the same block. So. Yeah, I don't think the cold front is quite done with us yet, so this is going to be good today. I'm glad that we're getting everything out of the way early in the morning. That's one thing about 75 hard. With the workouts, now that I've done one outside, I can do one indoors if necessary. But if it's raining alone, the run is on. If it's raining with lightning, then that's the caveat that'll be the only asterisk you could say, okay, you're not doing the workout outside. I ended up doing a late night run the other night, and I waited the 30 minutes after the lightning indicators went off and thought, okay, I'm good. And I get out there, and at this point, I'm a mile plus away from the house, and all of a sudden, it spider webs across the sky. And I was like, well, it's like the old saying goes, there's on a breakfast plate, you got the ham and the eggs, and you got the pig and the chicken. One's committed, one's involved. The chicken is involved, the pig is committed. Yeah, I was committed at that point because there was nowhere to go. Last thing I want to be is the tallest thing on the street when lightning starts. The saving grace is that when it's like that in the sky, at least us old Florida boys, if it's not cloud to ground, we feel safer. Now, that may be complete hockey, bull hockey, but that's the way I was always brought up. Heat lightning, or lightning in the cloud to cloud, you're okay. It's when you got cloud to ground strikes, you gotta worry. Got a whole Disney family here. So cute. And then now we are heading into the park, and Amy's turning on the juice. So she will be, I think, waving me in at the finish line, which is great. So I'm loving the fact that her interval work is paying off. Morning. And we're about to hit mile 3. Meg and Jessica, or Amy and Jessica are running in. Oh, and Dan Rams. Amy's got a whole entourage now trotting in with her. Good stuff. Cape Coral running group. What's up, brother?
What's up, buddy?
Woo.
Selfie real quick.
Selfie.
1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3.
Me.
Here you go. Ready?
Little
1, 2,
selfie.
3. All right.
See ya.
Go get him, buddy.
All right, so we are heading into literally the very last part. Amy and Jessica are trotting in together. So I have been very pleased at seeing her progress with the strength training, Jessica's progress with rehab. So all good here. Really, really nice to see. So I think Amy's going to be very pleased with her performance on the 5K. And there's Jess.
Hey, you kicking it like
Boom.
boss.
Yeah,
Woo!
look at that.
That Dana's gonna get it in there.
Oh yeah, well, okay, so how's the knee feeling?
Not too bad. 11:11 was my average pace.
Very nice. Look at you. That is killer.
All right, now get in the power walk. Come on.
Oh,
Dana.
I'm good.
Come on. Whoa. Dana, come
And Amy's cheering me on there. She can officially say, look at you. Boom. 3.13 according to the GPS.
Now kick butt. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap it up here really shortly. Guys, that's it. 5.3 done. 3.1 done here at the race. Amy did 6:24s. You looked great. So we're done. Ready for next week. She's ready for next week.
Jojo, thanks for the bib buddies.
Yes, bib buddies happen.
Yeah.
So anyway, somebody owes me breakfast.
I do. Hi, Meg.
We're going to do that. Thank you guys for popping in and out throughout the live stream this morning. And we'll talk to you guys really soon. Next run for the 10K training program is Tuesday afternoon. We're going to be doing speed work. So we'll see you then.
Bye. Enjoy your week.